Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for the weekend, January 23rd and 24th, 2016. And a powerful winter storm is affecting the regions today. And of course, you probably already know that because we had, you look outside and see that. But we had our final call out yesterday at about noon, and we actually had to revise it last evening to increase amounts across many areas here, and that's because we saw what we ended up seeing is observationally the models are actually bringing this low a little bit further west, a little tucked in, a little bit stronger, so it's going to come up into a position near the mouth of the Chesapeake as opposed to being out here, which makes just a little bit, we said in the discussion, a little bit of a difference in this track would make a big difference in snow totals. And for some areas that means we're going to have a tremendous amount of snow. Going a little bit further here today, we're going to go into Saturday morning here, and you can see the heavy banding here going across our mainly our eastern and southeastern regions here. Some very heavy snow with this, and this low will eventually kind of form like a dual low structure here, but I think the low, it's uncertain whether or not this gets captured yet. This is one thing that the NAM was doing, and it was putting some, you want to talk about serious totals. You think 2 feet's bad. It was putting some 40-inch snowfall totals across here on the run last night, but we're not going that high with our upgrade, not yet. This is the area low pressure here that gets captured by an upper level low as it comes in across eastern Virginia, and if that does get in fact captured, it will stall the system and will just allow these bands just to continue rotating in here off the Atlantic, and it'll just be a pounding here in an absolute full blizzard. We do think there are going to be some blizzard conditions here, especially down in our southeastern areas here, where those warnings are up. That's again, blizzard warning criteria more so has to do with the winds sustained 35 miles per hour or greater for 3 consecutive hours, more so than it is the snow. But you also have to have visibility reduced from either falling or blowing or drifting snow. It doesn't even have to be falling. You could have a ground blizzard, but you have to have the winds in conjunction with visibility is less than a quarter mile during that time frame, and that's why you have blizzard warnings down here, because it's closest to this area of low pressure. But this will eventually jump to another area of convection to the further to the east, but not before the damage is done. We think a tremendous amount of snow, especially in the interior here, from east central PA and southeastern PA into central and southern interior southern New Jersey, northern Delaware, all the way back into Maryland here. Get a really good pounding out of the storm here. We should have some people in our coverage area exceed 2 feet of snow, and how great of an area is that it exceeds is still up in the air. Let's go over to the this is the NAM high res future simulated radar, and it's gonna loop this here for you just to show you. It's running over 3 o'clock in the morning and going forward. You can see how it rotates in before it finally moves away here. But this is going to happen in the late evening or early morning hours on Sunday. I mean, after midnight here. But here's the stuff that moved in last night, and it just comes in and then just starts rotating as that low pressure gets captured and pulls over, and then slowly the precipitation is going to move to the southeast and be out of our area here by Sunday morning. Here is this system moving away. So after the damage is done, we're going to have all the snow on the ground, have no idea what we're doing with it. But then we're going to actually warm up a little bit. Have temperatures by the time we get to Tuesday, they're going to be up near 40, and they're into the 40 for some areas. Now I have to watch that, because sometimes the models like to say suggest that we're going to be a lot warmer than we are, and they forget about the fact that we have snow cover on the ground. We're going to have a lot of snow cover on the ground here that helps to insulate at least at the ground. So I don't know if necessarily we're going to get the ground temperatures to be that high, but we'll see. Models suggesting low to mid 40s here on Tuesday, and it's ahead of this cold front, and that's because you have this system moving up here through the Great Lakes. Here's your cold front back here. Naturally, synoptically, we have a cold front coming through. You have southwesterly or southerly winds coming up ahead of this cold front, and that's what we're going to have. So anything that falls, you can see it's just a little bit here. Anything that would fall would be in the form of rain, it looks like. But we'll keep an eye on it just in case. Again, those ground conditions, the ground temperatures will be a lot colder with snow on the ground, and will not be as high as the models indicate going forward. And we haven't had that all winter. Really haven't had any snow. But then the rest of the time after that point, once that cold front passes with the lake effect machine going here on Wednesday, and then Thursday, we turn to mostly sunny skies as this area high pressure moves in, and that rounds out our 6-day forecast period. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for the weekend, January 23rd and 24th, 2016. Have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday and Sunday, and be safe today with all the snow.